welcome back to our sixth and final part of our series on self-management of funds. And I'm here today again with Kathy Rees. And today, all we're going to do is sum up what we think are our top 5 tips and takeaways when it comes to self-management of funds, because we have covered a heap of ground over the last few weeks, and we just want to leave you with an idea of if you get nothing else and you don't have time to watch any of the others, these are the top 5 things. So Kathy, what do you think? What's the number one thing, or one thing that you think that people should go away with out of what we've talked about?
I think attention to the foundation. All right, so this is about thinking about the vision, the purpose, the values of what you're doing, why you're doing it, thinking about your own resources, your own resilience, who you know. I think attention to that point before you even start would have to be a really good place.
Yeah.
And I think
I
if
agree.
you attend to the foundation, you've got a better chance of it lasting for a longer period of time.
I like that. Excellent. And then I would say one of the things is know your skills and know your skills gap.
Yep.
So know the things that you are confident with and feel that you can do now. Know what it is you don't have, and then acquire the knowledge or find where you can go to get those done. That would be my next tip.
Yeah.
What's your next tip?
Having the backup plan. So really thinking about if anything happened to you, who's going to keep the story going? Who's going to keep the activities going? Who's going to do that? And what will they need? So
Yeah.
I think that can happen for a range of reasons, whether you die or whether you become unwell yourself. But certainly, actually having some thought and something in place to
For when
make that-
things go wrong.
That's right.
Or not wrong, just a bit challenging. Yeah. So
yeah.
succession planning.
Yes.
Excellent. That's a good one. I like that one. My next one is seek support and build a team. So one thing Kathy said early in the piece was that a good self-managed or a sustainable self-managed arrangement usually comes from having a good team approach. So I would say find out who it is that should be on your team, that is supportive, that you trust, and that can help you make things happen.
Yeah.
That would be my tip. What about you?
I
think we've
think
got, how many is that? 1, 2, 3,
4.
4. One more. Lucky last, Kathy.
Well, I think it's about being able to ask for help, and also realising that you can have a number of allies to help you to manage your arrangement over time. That doesn't have to be anybody necessarily in the disability sector, but certainly you'd be wanting people with skills and knowledge to help you to be able to do the best that you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So once again, get that support, find those allies, and make sure that you've done your research to find out who are the best allies and supports for you.
That's right.
I like it.
Yeah, and those
Excellent.
allies might change over time as
Yeah.
well. That they might suit a particular time in the arrangement's life or whatever you need at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, there
So
are people out
recognising
there.
it'll change. Oh, I like it. How quick was that? Your top 5 tips on self-managed funds arrangements. So thank you, Kathy. Now, before we go, is there anything you'd like us to know about Pearl Lifestyle Services?
Only that Pearl is another service out there that does self-managed arrangements, and that's all we focus on. As I said before in one of the other blogs, we don't do any group work or any a centre-based support, but we certainly have lots and lots of years and years of experience with managing different aspects of arrangements. Certainly the focus of what we do is about the person with the disability and better outcomes and better life for the person, and we only want to work with people who want that.
Yes. Yeah. And how can people get in touch with you?
They can get in touch via our email, which is admin@pearls, and pearls is spelled PEARLLS.com.au, or you can look at the website.
Yeah. And what we do have in our free ebook on self-managed funding arrangements is a link where you can access Kathy, and she'll give you a free 15-minute consultation to talk to you about self-managed funds arrangements. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
That is what I call value.
Well, it's the beginning of it anyway.
Yeah.
To actually work out whether we will work well together.
Yeah. Fit
whether-
is very important, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
We do similarly at CATS. So what you'll also find in that ebook is that we offer at CATS a 15-minute free consult as well to talk about the services we provide and whether CATS is a good fit for you. So that wraps up our series.
It does.
Well done. Thank you, Kathy, for joining me. I've had a lovely time over the past few weeks.
Thank you too.
It's been great to have you. And people need to keep an eye out for Kathy because I know you do some speaking at various places.
I do.
So watch out for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Excellent.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
And
thank
thank
you
you,
for
everyone.
joining us.
Okay, all the best.
Bye. Stuff out can be a bit overwhelming, and that's why Kathy and I have developed a little guide and an ebook to help families and people with disabilities navigate their way through this and figure out what kind of self-management fund option might be best for you. So I'm going to include the link to the ebook in the description box below. So go ahead and it's free, download that and get started.